going to Canada.
Where are we going? Canada.
Disneyland Dreams, rocking on board the Springer family.
My favorite memory from the Disney cruise was going to the Disney Princess Tea Party. I got to meet 4 different Disney princesses, I got to try delicious treats like scones, and I got to have some memorabilia to take home, like a Disney princess tiara, a cape, and much more.
What is it today?
Glacier Day.
Glacier Day. And what do you got for breakfast today?
A Mickey waffle, but it is a churro waffle.
Yeah. How about you, buddy? You got churro waffle? Got there.
Glacier Ride.
I was a child and I lived in the city, I dreamed of Alaska, so far away. And I dreamed I was flying over mountains and glaciers. Somehow I knew that I'd live there one day. Well, it took me some growing and a fair bit of schooling, a little bit of trouble to get on the move. And I felt like a loser, but I turned out the winner when it came to Alaska, the land that I love. Here's to Alaska, here's to the people, here's to the wild, and here's to the free. Here's to my life in a chosen country. Here's to Alaska and me. I was born in a cabin on Little Mulchatna, raised in hard times, but I had a good life. From the first time I flew with my father a-singing, I knew that I'd wind up a bush pilot's wife. We sleep near the sound of a slow-running river and wake up most mornings to a drizzling rain. And we live every day like the first or the last one, with nothing to lose and heaven to gain. Here's to Alaska, here's to the people, here's to the wild, and here's to the free. Here's to my life in a chosen country. Here's to Alaska and me. Oh, for a fire on a cold winter's night, once more to gaze at the great northern lights, for all of the beauty my children will see. Here's to Alaska and me. Here's to Alaska, here's to the people, here's to the wild, and here's to the free. Here's to my life in a chosen country. Here's to Alaska and me. Oh, here's to Alaska and me.
My favorite thing from the Alaska trip was probably flying in the helicopter. I've never flew in a helicopter before, so it was kind of hard what to expect, but it was actually really smooth and the views outside of it were really cool. I had a really fun time overall during it, and that entire experience for the helicopter was just really fun.
My favorite thing about the Alaskan trip was probably the being on the glacier. Being on it was really cool, and it's much different than what you see in Arizona. And it was so cold, and it was also pretty peaceful, and all the water and stuff was pretty cool too. On a glacier.
This is amazing.
See ya real soon.